Salisbury, how's everybody doing today? That's great. It is so good to be here in Salisbury and see so many people coming out to say that we will not accept this kind of government in America. And I want to say thank you to the No Kings organizers and to the local Democratic clubs and to Lana for giving me the opportunity to come and speak to you all today. It really means a lot to me. And I also want to say thank you to all of you for coming out and showing up at a time when a lot of people don't want to, because this is a scary time in our country. And I hate to start on a really sad note this morning, but I have to bring up what happened just this morning in Minnesota. And it is absolutely horrible. A state senator and her husband were shot and killed, and another state representative and his wife are in critical condition. They were shot by someone posing as a police officer in a politically motivated, targeted assassination. And I just want to say that political violence has no place in America. And again, I just want to say thank you to all of you, because that just shows how scary of a time this is. But in America, we are allowed to come out and criticize our leaders. That is what makes this country great. So, my name is Dan Schwartz. I'm just a regular guy from here on the Eastern Shore. I live with my family. I've got a wonderful wife. I've got 2 kids. They're 2 and 5. I've got 3 dogs. I've got a lot of bills to pay. And we live just about 45 minutes from here in Bellevue in Talbot County. I think I just said that. But my wife is a family nurse practitioner. She spends all her time taking care of people in Dorchester County. And my background's in consumer protection. I've spent my whole career trying to put money back into the pockets of regular people when they're taken advantage of by big banks or payday lenders or debt collectors or big tech companies. And let me tell you, I know a bad actor when I see one. And Donald Trump and Andy Harris are bad actors. We have a president, he's got his own meme coin. And if you buy enough of it, he will literally do anything that you want. Literally. And I want to say that bribery and corruption have no place in the Oval Office. Paying $45 million of hard-earned taxpayer money to throw yourself a military birthday parade with tanks is wrong. Deporting asylum seekers, but letting rich foreigners buy citizenship for $5 million is wrong. Sending in Marines because you don't like how people are responding to your cruel and heavy-handed policies is wrong. Our president thinks he can intimidate, belittle, and unleash force on normal people, peaceful protesters, and that is wrong. And you know, he's made it 100% clear that he sees himself as a king, but really, what he is a clown. When you elect a clown, you're gonna get a circus. And even my 2-year-old and 5-year-old, who are over there somewhere, know that we do not have kings in America. We have a long history here on the Eastern Shore of fighting against kings. We fought the British up and down the Chesapeake Bay for our freedoms, and we are not about to give them up to our thin-skinned president who wants to be a dictator. So the reason I'm speaking to you all today is because I am the Democratic candidate for United States Congress here in the 1st Congressional District. And I've I've spent my entire career taking on hard fights, and now I'm going to take the fight to our lousy excuse for a congressman, Andy Harris. Because seriously, if our president's a wannabe king, our congressman, Andy Harris, is his court jester. He is the chair of the House Freedom Caucus, the boss of the craziest and most extreme group of Republicans in our government. And in that position, he thinks he works for the president. He does not. He's supported the tariffs that have devastated farmers across this district and made everything that we need for our families more expensive. And not only has he focused on taking health care away from as many kids and families in this state, in a place where 1 in 4 people rely on Medicaid and half of them are kids, but he's argued that we're not doing it fast enough. That's right, he's a doctor. Somebody just said that. Shame on him. So I've got news for our congressman. You don't work for the president. You work for the people here today. You work for us. And we need a representative that is finally going to put the people of the 1st Congressional District first. And so the best way that we can stop this chaos that we're seeing on a daily basis is to flip the House of Representatives in 2026. And we're going to do that because due to their incompetence and their cruelty, the administration and Congress is losing support with all groups on all issues. And do not let anyone tell you that we cannot flip the 1st Congressional District. This is not Mississippi. This is not Alabama. This is Maryland. This is a huge congressional district, 750,000 people, 11 counties. And just today, we've got gatherings like this happening in Salisbury, happening in Cambridge, in Easton, in Chestertown, in Bel Air, in Annapolis on the other side of the Bay Bridge. And my team and I, we've been meeting with farmers, with watermen, with business owners, with normal people, everyone here in this district, moms and dads. And I don't expect to agree with everyone when I'm talking to them, but so many people are telling me they are fed up with the chaos. And I just want to quickly tell you about one of them because I think it says a lot about how we're going to win this race. So my neighbor John is a 68-year-old guy. He's a farmer, and he's been farming fields in Royal Oak, where I live, for his whole life. He told me, for the first time in his long farming career, he cannot get a crop in the ground. He can't fix his biggest tractor. The part that's broken is made in Ukraine. It's 10 times more expensive here. Fertilizer costs are nuts. A lot of farmers like him have laid out as much as 6 figures for new grain mashers and other expensive equipment that they thought Farm Credit or USDA was going to cover until funds were arbitrarily frozen by the Trump administration. John had a meeting on Congressman Harris's calendar. So he took 3 other farmers up. They sat in the waiting room for 3 hours. They watched and they waited as lobbyists in suits and ties were let in instead of them. And eventually they were told, "We're sorry, the congressman's too busy to meet with you today." And they were sent home. They wasted their whole day that they could have been on their farms or with their families. That is how our congressman does business. He puts special interests ahead of farmers and families. And let me tell you, I'm almost done here. There are a lot of people like John all across the district. Fed up Americans. Federal employees, many of whom have been laid off multiple times. Moms and dads who can't even save for emergencies. Business owners who can't plan for the future. Healthcare workers like my wife who just want the people in this district to be healthy. Veterans who have sacrificed so much for this country and cannot even get the care that they need at our local VA clinic in Cambridge. And we're gonna flip the House of Representatives in 2026, and it starts right here. We're gonna achieve a better future for our families and our kids instead of the screwed up vision that our wannabe king president has for this country. And I really need your help to beat Andy Harris. The congressman gets his funding from big pharma, big insurance, big tobacco, and not from the people of this district. And I will tell you, if we win, it's going to be because people like you showed up, you believed it was possible, and you helped us spread the word. And the midterm elections in 2026 may seem like they're far away, but the campaign is in full swing. And I need your help knocking on doors, and we're going to need to work as hard as we can to stop the chaos in this country. But if we keep showing up and keep speaking out, I know that the future for Salisbury and Wicomico County and this whole district and the state of Maryland and our country will be a bright one. So again, thank you so much for hearing me out. And if you're willing to support my campaign or you want to learn some more information, please check out, we got our QR code here. If you can send $10 or $20 our way, it's going to help us beat Andy. Really appreciate it. Thank you all for coming out. Thank you, Lana.
If you didn't get a chance to scan it right now, we'll put it over by the tables, okay, so you can get more information.